Today's words of wisdom: auspicious locations for leaders' new headquarters, a boon for world peace, will be presented in English with subtitles in Arabic, Aulacese or Vietnamese, Chinese, Dutch, English, French, German, Hebrew, Hindi, Hungarian, Indonesian, Italian, Japanese, Korean, Mongolian, Persian, Polish, Portuguese, Punjabi, Romanian, Russian, Spanish, Thai, Turkish, and Urdu. More languages are available online. For your special language, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/subtitles. As an internationally renowned spiritual teacher, humanitarian, poet, and artist, Supreme Master Ching Hai has also been an advocate for peace and the environment, as well as an animal lover. Caring deeply for the earth and all its inhabitants, Supreme Master Ching Hai has been urgently raising awareness on the stark reality of climate change, with a steadfast determination to preserve our beautiful planet. Tirelessly accepting numerous invitations to conferences, media interviews, and other events, Supreme Master Ching Hai has helped to clarify and prioritize the vegan solution for mankind, grounded in both extensive scientific research as well as profound inner spiritual knowledge. Supreme Master Ching Hai also sends a message of encouragement for government leaders and citizens throughout the world, which is to act nobly for the survival and happiness of all beings now and for generations to come. Recently, with the deep yearning for the world's conflicts to subside, Supreme Master Ching Hai courageously revealed which leaders' headquarters are situated near or on roads and subportals leading to the lower worlds and hell, along with the resulting negative effects on both leaders and their nations. In an urgent announcement made on August 24, 2011, Supreme Master Ching Hai addressed the world's peace-seeking leaders and concerned fellow citizens to inform them of alternative places to relocate their headquarters to avoid negative sites that over time have fueled conflicts and other troubles in human society, particularly by gripping individuals and groups in power. Supreme Master Ching Hai shared this unprecedented information freely at the cost of her physical and spiritual welfare, in hopes that leaders may quickly move away from these dangerous places at this critical time for our planet. Providing detailed explanations in visual graphs, she described specific locations where leaders can move their headquarters that will be more conducive to the righteousness, clarity, and benevolence that they deserve, to more easily sow the seeds of world peace. We now invite you to listen to the rebroadcast of the live conference with Supreme Master Ching Hai entitled Auspicious Locations for Leaders' New Headquarters, a Boon for World Peace, on August 24, 2011.
Now, Venezuela. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not just United States, but many countries. I don't list all here, yes? Because what's gone is gone. So I check into the past history of our planet and different leaders, different nations. And you name it. Whatever leaders have started war before, their headquarters or their, commanding headquarters or their palace have built on top of these negative influence area. Yeah, either hell portal or low road, hell road, etc. I have checked them. Many of them are like that. No escape. It would happen sooner or later. Yeah, it would happen overnight without you even prepare for it. It's gone without warning. Just overnight, everything turned upside down, inside out, and your lives in danger, your families in jeopardy, your country be in turmoil. Without you even thinking. Blink an eye, it can happen right away. It might not happen now, but it will happen sooner or later. Yeah? If it doesn't happen to this president, it will happen to the next one. If continue sitting in that negative place. Okay. Venezuela. Presidential palace should move to southwest central, 40 kilometers away from the present presidential palace. Venezuela. Check. Vietnam. Âu Lạc, huh? The present North Military Headquarters. Maybe they still use the old one, but I'm talking about the now. If they're still using it now, the present North Military Headquarters should move to northwest central, 60 kilometers away from the present military headquarters, so that the country will be more peaceful and no more threat of war. Now, Yemen presidential palace should move to east-north, 2/3 east, 1/3 north, 40 kilometers away from the old presidential palace. And the Yemen military headquarters should move southeast, central, 40 kilometers away from the old military headquarters. Zimbabwe presidential palace should move to southwest, central, 40 kilometers away from the old presidential palace. End of list.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Master.
You want to ask me anything?
Just to thank you to how much work it's so amazing, all the details that you went into, all the drawings, and we thank so much the time you took to even draw them on the whiteboard for us to help us understand. Thank you so much.
Master, when a leader leaves one of these negative areas, will they be able to make correct decisions after they left that area quickly, or do they need time to adjust?
Yes. It takes some time, maybe several weeks to wear it all off, but they can feel immediate effect. They think clearer. They lean in more toward tolerance, understanding, and peace, and cooperation. They will be more softened inside. Their decision will be more clear, more beneficial to themselves, their families, their parties, their governments, and the world. Yes, but, we just hope that they move. I'm going through all this, but it's up to the leaders to move, okay? I cannot do much more. I cannot move for them. I cannot do much more than zillions already been given. I'm not allowed to give more than I already given.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
I wish I have a magic wand and then I'll give all my things and whatever, my life and my heaven, in order to, change the world into a peaceful place, or heaven vegan immediately, but it's not like that, It's like you do homework for your children. You can guide them, but you cannot do it for them, okay? Now, if a leader, yes, the thing is, Steve, the question you asked, if a leader officially abandon the headquarters or palace, group leaders, idealistic group leaders or national group leaders, if they abandon their headquarters, their office, their palace, be it king, queen, prime minister, president, or leader of idealistic group somehow, if they abandon their headquarters or palace officially, and everybody knows it in the world, then it will help them 150%. But of course, they have to cultivate also more moral standards. Yes, more righteous living. But the thing is, when they go to that auspicious place, new one, they will be more inclined toward peace and loving kindness, and more benevolent in decision. All right? Right now, where they sit, they cannot do much. Sometimes the inner struggle is so great, the pressure is so big, that they cannot even think. And even if they think good now and again, it will be mixed with more negative things, after or before or in between, or change their mind, because of the negative influence on them. It's too great for one person to withstand.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Yes, because whoever are the president or prime minister or king or queen sitting in that place, they don't just sit there pretty. They had works to do. They're busy day and night, and they have to think of what to do for the next step. Yes, and they are so busy to even get more connection with heaven. And the negative power is just right there. More bad influence than good influence. They don't have time sometimes to even to pray. And when they pray, they don't even have enough concentration to connect with heaven.
Yes, Master.
So it's a very, very poor person who sit there as a leader in these negative holes, I call it. All right. So if a leader,
it makes it impossible to make a correct decision.
Yes, it's impossible because they're busy and tired. You see, overburdened with the national or their own mission interest or decision and strategy. Yes, and the negative just on top of them. They make decision for them. They're powerless. Okay, for one person to be powerless against the whole negative power that is concentrate there. Now, if a leader abandon, for peace sake, for just to try, how much it costs? Yeah, even to build a new palace, how much it costs anyway? And even if it doesn't work, you can still use it. The palace won't run away. I won't come and take the palace. It's nothing to do with me.
Yes, Master.
So I think they should all move, just to try a new chapter of their lives and the national, international interest in the interest of the world. Now, but if a leader move officially, openly like that, then the benefit is 150% at least.
Wow, that's great.
And if they have more moral standard and more correct living, righteous thinking, then be more and more blessing, because they can receive more blessing. Before, wherever they stay is more like obstructed. You see, they're too near the negative, too far from the positive. That's why. But if a leader, I don't know for what reason, not officially abandon the headquarters, like abandon it but quietly, secretly, and but they remove all their official authority items like stamps, their favorite pens or their table or whatever belong to them, move to the auspicious designated area that we have discussed above, and they work there, they do everything there, but never return to the old palace, the old presidential palace or headquarters or whatever that is, never. Then it will still help them, 90%.
Wow.
So abandon it officially is the best. When all the whole world know about it and all the blessing of the world with them. You see what I mean?
Yes, Master.
Then very strong power, including all the blessing of all the yogis in the world and all the heavens and the deities and invisible benevolent beings. You see? Then the benefit is multifold. They feel immediately good. Their health improve. Their head clearer. Everything will improve. They will feel lighter all the time. More and more light all the time. Lighter inside. Yeah? Lightness. And it's easier for them to make positive decision. Yeah?
Wonderful, Master.
Any more, love?
That's all the questions we have. Thank you, Master.
Okay. Okay. Well, actually, today, even without your question, I was going to report all this because I was eager to do it, It couldn't be quick enough for me, but sometimes I could not bear it. I had to take a break. That's why it took a little longer than it should be, yeah? I wish I had more than 24 hours a day and more than 30 days a month, more than 7 days a week. But I'm not I'm in the world, you see. Even though I have retreat, but I'm still doing worldly work and still see worldly people. And I'm not like a Himalaya yogi, sitting in the top of the glaciers and just connecting with God all day long. So times and physical bodies need also be taken into account. And I hope...
Yes, Master, we appreciate all the sacrifice you make.
It's okay, love. It's all worth it. It's all worth it, yes. I will recover. After a while, the effect will manifest, but I will overcome. I'm very strong. I'm stronger now than before, yes. And I hope the leaders will move exactly to where it was that we have mentioned above, because the lower portals, hell portal or sub portals, they all have fork roads, junction, yeah. So if you don't move correctly placed, then maybe you are here with the hell portal, but if you move a little bit further, then it's a hell road. Or if you move more to the left, then also another hell road there because it's a fork road. You see what I mean?
Yes, Master.
So many roads with the portal, there are many roads. You know what I mean, right? Like a portal here, yeah? For example, hell portal, yeah? Okay, they have fork road, you know what I mean? So that they lead people there. So these roads are also very, very influential in a bad way to anybody, yeah? But if a leader will be there, then it's bad for the nations and for especially for his family as well. If he's not in war, then more disaster or more tragedy come into his family one by one. He cannot do anything, or into his nation. War doesn't always mean weapons and killing. War can be in the form of economic sanction, yes, embargo to impoverish your nation people and disable your leadership in the international standard.
Yes, Master.
Yes, you will be pushed down, you will be oppressed also. And then you might be sick personally, or handicapped, or attacked in one way or another sooner or later, or your family's member. And it's very painful that you cannot do all the cannot exercise all the ideals that you have in your heart, no matter how good intention you have. It will crumble you if you sit there long. Something would happen. That's why I hope the leader just move exactly to where it was unveiled by heaven. Yes, I thank heaven for telling us all this, for loving us so much, for letting me even disclosing this to the world. I was worried I'm not allowed to, but we negotiate and it's okay. We can do that. There's no other way that we keep just praying and negotiating on the table and then tomorrow we'll fight again. You can see it, huh? Some leaders who are really willing to talk, disarmament, denuclearization, everything, and then the next month something happened, make them change their mind again, and we're on edge again. Not that they don't want to, it's just too strong, the negative influence. It just make them very, very struggle inside. We have to pray for the leaders to be strong and to change. It's not their fault alone, eh?
Yes, Master.
The thing is like this. Why do that place exist? Why is it negative in the first place? In the beginning, maybe the leaders, the first one who came there, winning the war or something, yes, or involved in some war on something, or in some means to get that palace or to build that palace. In that atmosphere of energy, they build the palace exactly where it matching with their energy.
Yes, ma'am.
Light
Master.
attract light. And then the later generation leaders will inherit that place. And then we'll go into the same steps again. That is the problem. So we have to start anew, with peaceful intention. Then we find a peaceful place, build a peaceful palace, and begin peaceful, brand new situation again. So that's why.
Yes, Master.
So all the old palaces that have trouble, or the country that have war and conflict, should start anew, build a new palace in the revealed place. It costs nothing much, right? Better than spend all life in war and money in war and lives and your families and your reputation and your honor and everything. If you lose the war, even if you're a leader of a nation, you become nothing. You have to hide, you have to be anxious every day and seeing your family members die in front of your eyes. It's very painful. So move now, yeah? Move now. And all the people who are winning in the war, please forgive the leaders. Because if you don't forgive this leader, and the other leaders will not surrender. Because they worry if you don't forgive that leader, if they also surrender, they will be in the same position as the beaten leaders. You see, they'll be in jail, will be in court, will be in all kind of torturous situation. So how would they give in? They would fight to death because they are pushed into the war, pushed into the corner. Either they die in the battle or they die in jail. So they prefer to die in the battle. That's why war continue. We have to forgive in order to have peace, long-lasting peace. I tell you one more secret.
Thank you, Master.
The love goddess the goddess of love, have told me. Because we heard so much about love. Love is everything we need. Love is everything. Love is good, and love thy enemy. But why? Why love? And why is it the love of the animals also very important for our planet survival? Why? Why is it love so important? Everybody talk about love, but you don't understand what it is. Love has a component to dissolve calamities. That is exactly, I quote her, love has the component to dissolve calamity.
Yes, Master.
Okay. Just like in our world we have some chemical thing that dissolves something, yeah? Like acid will dissolve maybe metal, yeah? Love has a component, invisible component. You see, in our world we have chemical components, which we can prove, yes? But in the invisible realm, in the abstract realm, something like love is not to be proved by chemical stuff or mathematics stuff, but it has an invisible abstract component. I quote exactly her word. Love has the component to dissolve calamity. I quote exactly what she told me in the vision.
Yes, Master. Wow.
And she's gracious enough to allow me to tell you. But I knew it, but of course, if without her permission, I cannot tell. There's so many things I cannot tell, but it's not important to our world, so it's okay. But if what important, I would tell you, okay, when I have the permission. Now, so we should move into this recommended position to avoid running into any of them. Of course, it costs some extra, everybody knows, but not much compared to the war, okay, and lives that lost, including yours and your loved ones in conflict, you see? And also, we must be careful about private residence of the leader. Sometimes it's not the palace of the leader, it's the private residence. I found out in history as well as present that the private residence of the leaders has very big important role to play in the peace of the nation and the world. For example, the North Korea Supreme Leader residence, he should move out of the old residence, get a new one, the where I told, yeah? Even holiday home or secret hideout. If you are leader of a country or leader of important idealistic group, the safest is chosen in the same line, in the same direction of these new auspicious area. The nearer the better, in the vicinity of 1 or 2 square kilometers. That will bring luck, happiness, and peace, not only to yourself, your family, but the nation and the world. Okay?
Yes, Master.
Yes,
Thank you.
Master.
Yeah. Yes, love?
I just wanted to make sure that we got France correct.
Okay, tell me.
We have north central 30 kilometers.
Yes, for the lower house parliament.
Okay,
Okay, that's correct.
great. Thank you.
Also, bear in mind, it's very important that we should move away, the leaders especially should move away from evil thoughts, deeds, and speech, because it will affect how you act and affect the nation and the world, okay? The leaders should lead in the light of righteousness, benevolence, and in heaven's will. Heaven is benevolent, so whatever we do benevolent, that is according to heaven's will. I have something here. I have written something this last minute. You see, as a citizen of the world, like you are, there are only 2 things that I ask. 2 things that I request from my leaders. Yes, they're also my leaders. I am a citizen of the world. I'm not talking as a spiritual master. I'm just a citizen of the world. There are only 2 things that I request from my leaders. And those idealistic groups, leaders, whose great intentions to better this world, to do away with injustice and to want to save the nation or the planet. But there are two things I ask only. First, be vegan. Second, make peace. It's only two things I ask. So, for the safety and happiness of all people, including yourself and your loved ones, for the continuous survival and flourishing planet, our precious world, I would implore all your mighty heroes to sacrifice two things. First, forego the innocent flesh of the animals. Be vegan. Second, move your palace or headquarters to the above auspicious best locations. That's all I ask. Yes, and with all my love and immense gratitude in advance, I salute your courage and your good ideal, your high, noble aspiration. May your goodwill move to new auspicious place be smooth and peaceful. May harmony be the crown of your success. May God bless our world and planet with peace, love, and kindness. I sincerely wish you all the best. And in the name of billions co-inhabitants on this planet, I thank you again. And may God bless our world.
Thank you, Master.
So long.
Most caring and beautiful Master, our profound gratitude for all you have shared with us today and for the love and grace you bestow upon us. We are so very honored to hear this never-before revealed knowledge and insights about the world and the universe, and are forever thankful for all you do and have done to generously make this information widely available. We know that you had to meditate intense long hours and travel to heaven and hell to research each country's information one by one.
Thank you, Master, for letting us know this unprecedented information. Because of the urgent state of the world right now, it is a race against time. May countries' leaders and all people be awakened to bring about a compassionate world through the noble vegan lifestyle and the wise advice Master lovingly offered today. We respectfully wish you excellent health and many tranquil days as global citizens move ever closer to a heaven on earth with your immense blessings and unconditional love. Please take care, Master. We all love you very much.
Yes, very much. We love you, Master.
I love you too, guys. I love the world. I love people. By the way, I was going to say goodbye already, but by the way, because you mentioned it, I'm not the only one who tried to access to this knowledge. And I am not the only one who wanted peace in the world by imparting this information to people. There has been some spiritual people in the past who has tried but failed. Either they have been eliminated in the beginning or after they got the knowledge. Before they revealed to the world, they are overwhelmed by the negative power, and then either they succumb to, or just leave our physical world either in a normal way or in some agonizing way. So it is not easy for any master to be able to do that. It's not like they did not want to. Okay?
Yes, Master.
We also have to thank their effort and their sacrifice up to now. And I'm just lucky that I be able to do it. I'm just thanking heaven.
We are the lucky ones, Master.
The world is lucky, Master.
Thanking heaven. Thanking all of
you,
Thank
heaven
you,
Master.
Master.
and
Thank you.
human immensely. Okay? So long. All the best to you.
So
So
long.
long. Thank you for your
Bye.
work, Master.
God bless our world. Hello? Okay. I have a note I forgot to read. The residence of the leaders are also very important. It's good that they know also. Sorry about it. I forgot. There's so many things.
We are live again,
again?
Yes.
Okay, look.
Our second life.
Excuse me. Okay, so many things. I have forgotten the note I wrote because so many things to remember, you know. So sometime I wrote, but I forgot. Okay, look. Important things is that even the private residence of the group leaders or national leaders is very, very crucial to their success and to peace in the world. So we have to also choose the residence carefully, yes, and in an exact place. If I can find out exactly where is the best place for these leaders to take up as a private residence, then I will tell you next time.
Wow, Master, thank you.
I will meditate on it and find out. Because it's just as long as at least just now, you know, it takes some time.
Yes.
Okay? But this time will be quicker because we already have all the, you know, the background information. So I just find out exactly where the private residence for the president or the leaders of group or nation should be. I suggest that in our nations, apart from the presidential palace or leaders' palace, we should build another private residency nearby, yes, or somewhere else, is a good place, so that any new leader will take up that residency. Not just the old residents, not just the old president or incumbent presidents or prime minister, but anyone who takes office after him or her will inherit also that private residency to ensure that the leader has enough well-being of spiritual, mental, and physical in order to take care of the nation and hence contribute to the peaceful planet. Yes, not just having built a place for him and then just him, and then later I cannot continue looking for new residency for leaders forever. So apart from the new palace, they should build a new residence. But in the beginning, the leaders should move to the new place, you know, exactly their position more or less, and stay there until the new palace is born. And then meanwhile, I do research into an auspicious place for the private residence of the leaders of the group or the nations. And then I will announce it again, and then maybe another one. But that will become national properties, you know, just like presidential palace. It's to be passed on, you know, from one to the next, not to be used only a one-time leader alone. Then it would be, you know, for sure, secure. Our peaceful planet will be good. It'll be a good future.
Thank you, Master,
Sounds
for
wonderful,
caring
Master.
so much and doing so much.
Okay, that's all. I have forgot that note. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Master.
Thank you, Master.
Bye for now.
Bye.
I love you.
See you again.
I love you.
Love you too, Master.
This is an extra note from Supreme Master Ching Hai. Though most auspicious, some locations might not be easily accessible, but that's the way it is revealed, to be completely out of bad influences and maximize positiveness. At least move as far as possible from the old place in the indicated direction to have more auspiciousness, but the result is not guaranteed. The best is to move to the exact location, even if having to work on a ship, or a building on top of a mountain, or on a space station. Valuable viewers, we appreciate your presence for today's episode of Words of Wisdom. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Coming up next is Models of Success, right after Noteworthy News. May divine love be your cherished companion.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/WOW.